I said, yo, what's good, everybody? Tapping in. How y'all feel about this game? Yeah. How y'all feeling? Hold on, might have a little audio issue. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, can y'all hear me in the chat? Appreciate that, Patricia. Can y'all hear me in the chat? I just want to make sure audio good. Okay. All right, cool. My bad, y'all. Thought I had some audio issues. Let me give it to y'all one more time. I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about what's going on at Fiserv Forum, the house that Giannis built between Wemby and Giannis, aka the Bucks versus Spurs, where the Bucks got another blowout win. That's 2 in a row. And Wemby to have nothing coming today. That, you know what? When Giannis is challenged, that's the wrong thing to do. Once you challenge Giannis, Giannis goes all the way in, and he was dominant tonight. I'm going to get into my notes in a minute, but I just want to go off the cuff for a minute. I'm going to open the lines early. I know it's late. I just want to chop it up with Bucks Nation. We out here grinding. It's almost 11 o'clock. We going live. We chopping it up. Let's hit that like button, friends and family. Let's hit that like button. Appreciate y'all as y'all tapping in, the best in the business. Friends and family. I love when Giannis is challenger, there's somebody coming to town that they think is on his level, because that's when you see the real dog in Giannis come out. He was dominant tonight. Played awesome. Shut down Wemby. Man, Wemby had 10 points today. He averaged 25. Let's talk about Giannis's defense. Low key, Giannis should be in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. He played outstanding defense today. Outstanding. This was a statement game. Giannis get busy on, you know what? Giannis is Mr. Big Screen. Giannis on televised games is serious. Giannis on televised game is serious. Very impressive performance by Giannis. Let me go over these numbers and all that, then I'm going to start tapping people in. I know what time it is out here. Bucks, 117-95. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Bucks just played outstanding besides that third quarter. That top of the third quarter was crazy. I mean, the low IQ, that was crazy, but we redeemed ourselves in the fourth. And also holding them to under 20 points in 2 quarters, it looks like, is pretty impressive. I'm really proud of the Bucks. And these are the type of teams they should beat. The Spurs are a quality team. They're a 500 team. So I think I would count this as a quality win, friends and family. I count this as a quality win. What y'all think? I got to count this as a quality win. Let me go over my notes here real quick. So, in the first quarter, you know what I'm saying, I got to give Brook his credit. Let me start from the beginning. Let me give Brook his credit. Brook played well as far as hitting shots from 3. He really got it going early and kept us in the game. We were going back and forth. He was hitting a lot of threes. Brook played well offensively today, but I still think a lot of those threes, it was just too many for me. I'm just keeping it real. It was just too many for me, but I get it. He was 5 of 10, so I get it, but it was just a little too much for me. Wemby played solid in the first quarter. That was the best quarter of the game for Wemby. He played really well in the first, had the nice little move on Giannis, and a one-legged 3. That, like I said, all of Wemby's highlights in this game are in the first quarter. He did nothing else the rest of the game. He got shut down. Shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, this is definitely a quality win. And AJ Green, also came in that first quarter, yacked 2 threes out there. Hey, AJ Green is a problem. Hey, that man be playing with some real confidence. He came in, he hit that 3 over Wemby. He pulled with confidence. AJ Green is different. AJ Green is different, friends and family. AJ Green, hey, he's out there showing you why he deserves minutes. Shout out to AJ Green. And Bobby is a cone defensively. I know a lot of y'all love Bobby Portis. I know a lot of y'all love his offense. Bobby Portis is hard to watch. The blown layups, the defensive lapses. We have to find a way to get another big that can think. Bobby Portis' IQ has to be some of the lowest that I've ever seen. He has no clue what he should be doing out there. You trying to challenge Wemby. You don't have no layup package. You just... And just the blown layups by this team in general, and especially respectfully, Giannis and Bobby, especially of late, just the blown layups has been just kind of crazy. But Bobby, if we could trade Bobby, I would. I think we would get better if we just had a solid big man that was smart, like IQ. Even if it was I'm not saying this dude specifically, but like a Larry Nance. Somebody with IQ, understands their role, can pass, can do a lot of the little things, plays strong defense. I would prefer that over what Bobby does. Because Bobby, even if he helps you offensively, he hurts you so much defensively. He stops the ball momentum. I'm cool on Bobby Portis. I gotta keep it real with y'all. I'm cool. When you really sit there and watch Bobby, it's tough. It's tough. I'm just saying it's tough. And then the second quarter, we were struggling offensively. We had that little lull. Dame didn't score until he played 10 minutes. So into the second quarter, he was being very passive, I felt, today offensively, especially early. And then Bobby was struggling, pretty much this whole game to keep it real. And then late in the second, going into halftime, Dame got it going, and Brook was just chucking threes. And then we had the 8-0 run. That was dope. That's where we got the separation we never turned back from. Is when we went on that little 8-0 run before we went on the 29-7 run in its totality. But that's where we got that separation. We had a little 8-0 run, and that got us up, I think, like 15-16, and we really never looked back from there. Yeah, they came back, got it to 7. But that little run in that second quarter, we just never looked back. We never looked back in that second quarter. We went on that little run. That is the difference in this game, is that second quarter run. I would say that's where we took control. We definitely took control there. And then the third quarter, that first 5 to 7 minutes of the third quarter for the Bucks was some of the worst basketball and decision making I've ever seen. I mean, we just let them come right on back. We had complete control, and we played terrible at the beginning of the third quarter. But then Dame started to show himself and started playing well. What I would like to say about Dame, I know a lot of y'all not saying he's being aggressive enough and all that, but I understand what he's doing now. When you just sit and just relax and watch the game, he's picking his spots now. He's not just chucking there now. He's picking when he's going to score. He figured it out. Now, that he understands now. He can pick his spots and still get you almost 30 without chucking 25 shots. He's learning to become more efficient within this team, and I like that, what I'm seeing from Dame. Also, y'all be talking about Dame defense. Dame was playing good defense today. I want to see Dame get his flowers for defense today. He made some plays. Hey, shout out. And then, also in the third quarter, was really hurting us too, is that drop. That drop coverage of just inviting people to hit threes. Chris Paul started going crazy. We woke up Chris Paul. He hit like 2 threes back to back. Then Harrison Barnes hitting threes. We have to change our defensive philosophy. I don't know why we have these defensive lapses and not understanding rotations, but we need to figure that out, because it's bad rotations and the drop coverage is doomed against these good teams. We have to figure that out. And the drop, I still don't know what the drop coverage is supposed to do. Why are you packing the paint? You're helping the other team packing the paint. Like, that was crazy. Like, yeah, that was crazy. But then moving forward, Dame had another little burst where he had maybe 6 to 8 points, and then we got the separation we needed, and we coasted from there on. So I'm very proud of the Bucks. Game is final now, 105-121. Bucks with a very strong win against a quality opponent. Harrison Barnes had 14, like I said. He got it going in the third quarter. The great Wembyama. Oh, Wemby. Yeah, you met a real alpha male, didn't you? You see how that man hit you in your chest? You almost flew into the second row when he hit you in your chest. Weight room, brother. Weight room. 10 points for the great Wemby. And we let Chris Paul go crazy on us. 6 of 10, 5 of 6. Like I said, he was killing us in that third. 18.7 assists. No turnovers. Vassell had 11. Keldon Johnson had 24. But the what I would say that was great in this game, we held them to 36% shooting. Very impressive. But we did allow them to hit 18 threes, but they shot 52. They shot more threes than twos. Is crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, you're not going to win in the NBA. You shoot under 40% from the field. You're just not going to win any NBA game. Taurean Prince, he only had 3 points, but I thought he played good defense and just played well out there, even though it doesn't show up in the stat book. I thought he played well. Giannis with another strong performance, 11 of 21, 3 of 7 from the free throw line. And he took that one bad three. I don't know why he did that, but he shot one horrible three. 16 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block. That was a great block, too. 4 turnovers. He's got to work on the turnovers. 25 points. Like I told y'all, Brook really got going in that first quarter in the first half and had 22 points and was 5-11 from 3. He even had 7 rebounds. Shout out to Brook. 7 rebounds. We got to salute Brook. He had 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Strong performance by Brook. 22 points. Dame played 35 minutes, 8 of 13, 4 of 7 from 3, 6 of 6, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. He did have 2 turnovers, 26 points. Andre Jackson Jr. did not get a lot of run in this game. And Bobby Portis had 5 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. I'm telling y'all, Bobby ain't it. I would love to see what Marshawn Beauchamp can give us, too. I would love to see that. Khris Middleton played 21 minutes. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 points. I got to tell y'all, Middleton, I don't think he going to look no better than what he is. He could play 50 games more, 100 games more. This is who he is right now. Khris can't dribble in front of anybody. Khris got to use the Magic Johnson dribbling package. Like, sometimes he's laboring coming up the court. You see how hard it looked for him to try to run. It's unfortunate. He's given us a lot. But I think after this season that Khris Middleton should consider retirement. And I'm not saying that because he has an option. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to watch him look like that. You know what I'm saying? And to think I'm telling y'all, he's not getting no better. But shout out to Middleton. Gary Trent played awesome today. Damn, Gary Trent was hooping in that late in that third quarter and that fourth quarter. Gary Trent had a defensive play and then hit a transition 3 within that same possession. Crazy. Shout out to Gary Trent. Is looking like he want to be the starting 2 guard again. With that conversation might need to happen. Gary Trent has been on a burner recently. He shot 100%, 5 of 5, 4 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 14 points. AJ Green was in his bag too, 14 points. We hit 23s against the Raptors, 19 threes today. Shooting really well from 3, 45%, 47% from the field. We don't need to talk about no team stats. We beat these dudes easily. We had some brain farts, some low IQ basketball plays, but all in all, for it to be the Bucks, this was a good win against a good team, and on the national stage, this was a good win on TV. Real talk, this is a strong win. This was definitely a strong win. Let me shout out everybody in the building. Then we're going to start tapping people in and get to it. I know it's late. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Oh, my dude, Mr. Cool in the building. What's good, Mr. Cool? Robert Brooks in the building. Patricia Pete. Mia Kim, what's good, man? Queens of the chat showing up early. Nikos, what's good? Dre West, my dude. Derek Stevenson. Eliza, what's good, man? How you feeling today? Brandon King Carter in the building. Pamela in the building. What up, Pamela? Good to see you. Eli, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in. Joseph McBeth, Greg Delaney, Tony Jackson, what's good? Boy, mommy, Prontain the builder, Pastor Mendo, Jersey, what's good, bro? Mr. Priceless in the building. I see all y'all. Nicholas Hazlitt, Gary Foster, what's good? My boy Jimmy Roller, what's good, Jimmy? Bleacher Report Boss, what's good? Gideon, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Foreign Land, what's good, man? Queens of the chat in here deep. What's good, y'all? All right, let's get to it. It's Moose 414. What's good, my brother? AB, what's good? Mr. Washington. All right, we got B Shack in the building, Pass in the building. Let's get to it, y'all. This should be a very positive conversation, I think, besides a couple of low IQ players. All right. Y'all see who we got in the building. At the lower left.
Yeah. You spoke too soon. You spoke way too soon. This ain't going to be fully positive.
I know, that's why I tried to put it out there first. You see what I did? I tried to use some reverse, like some Jedi mind tricks. I know that ain't going to work, but, you know, I just tried.
What does he do other than be tall? He's not even a big. He's just tall.
Look at B-Shack like that.
He's just tall. He's a tall man. He is not big. He's a tall man. He's not a stretch 4. He's not a stretch 5. Whatever he is. He's a tall big. That's it. Doesn't do anything else other than being tall. He's not even good at that.
Let's talk about the positive. Tell me how you feel about the game. Come on, Spaz. Let's be positive. Tell me how you feel. And then we'll get to B-Shack. Shout out to you, B-Shack.
Yes, sir.
AJ Green and Gary Trent are made for these moments. Those two guys are made for these moments. I am not worried at all playoff wise for them. And Giannis, that mid range is looking real nice.
It is. The mid range is. Hey, he's giving work. Shout out to Scales too. What up, Scales?
He hitting those one-legged fadeaway Dirk fades.
Right.
Yeah, it's over. It's funny because he can hit these mid-range at a high rate. Can't get to 70% on his free throws for some reason.
That's what's crazy.
Usually it's the other way around.
It's a mental thing.
First, and you that. No, I think it's the way he's shooting his free throws because he hesitates again. He's doing the hesitation at the when he releases it.
Yeah, that hitch.
So I don't know. If he hits it the first time, he's fine. Because when he misses his first few shots, he just misses the rest of them. He has to hit like 1 or 2 of them in the beginning.
That's fair.
And I'm not worried about him missing those layups. Because I think a lot of those are just him still trying to get back into form.
I agree, Dre was.
A lot of that of him. I don't know. Other than him, there's other person I could talk about, but we're gonna let it be.
Let's talk. I just want to bring this up. What are we gonna do with AJ Green? AJ Green and Gary Trent look like they are both fighting to be the starting shooting guard. What are we gonna do with AJ Green and Gary Trent? They've been on a burner for some games now. Like win, lose, or draw. Those two been hooping and fighting.
I like that Dog didn't put either of them in the starting lineup, only because it makes them fight to try to get there. If you're gonna keep playing like this because you're not getting the recognition to get the starting lineup, I want to see that. Doc, don't put them in the starting lineup. Keep Andre Jackson in the starting lineup. If you're gonna keep getting this over and over again,
this is becoming a consistent theme.
Yeah, it's consistent. These two guys have been fighting to make sure. I like that we have guys who we have options for the shooting guard now. Before it was only just one person, and the other player we don't care about.
And I'm going to tell y'all something else. What I saw today, I think we saw a player that's starting to elevate and starting to really get confidence. Like, we know AJ Green's a shooter, but now I think he's really confident. Like, he really believes. Like, after that Wemby, and then when he pulled up from, like, damn near the logo, it's a different... We're watching AJ Green transform. I'm
Yeah,
telling y'all, you're seeing it. Mark
AJ
my
Green-
words. AJ Green is evolving as we speak.
You know what's crazy about AJ Green? He's way more lethal when he's smothered on the 3-point line. When he's wide open, I don't think the team worries. You should leave him open. If you try to go at him, he's gonna hit it. Don't let that man.
That's what I'm saying,
Stadium
yeah.
polls number 8. He is up there.
But even on defense, he was fighting tonight. Like AJ Green, I'm telling
The
y'all,
whole
all
team
right.
has been good on defense. Other than one player, really, they all have been pretty good on defense.
That's fair. AJ Green, just so Bucks Nation knows, is shooting 45% from 3. So that pretty much means he hits 1 out of every 2, Bucks Nation. Let that sink in, and that's all he does. And it's not like he taking 1 or 2 a game. He's letting it fly.
He's taking like 8, 9.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, AJ Green is different.
I looked at his stats. Apparently, he shoots better from like further range than he does at a 3-point. And
That's hilarious. I can see that.
He shoots better from farther than the corners, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
The corners are the easiest shots, and you're missing, and he hits them at like average rate. That's how good this man is. We got a real shooter.
Yeah, but you need that.
Korver's back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Like, but you need that. Him and how Gary Trent is playing is what we all were anticipating when we initially got him before the arm injury and all of that. This is the Gary Trent that we wanted right here. This is the Gary Trent. We have some pieces. We just got to figure out how to put the pieces together right for it to work. But I'm telling y'all that I'm gonna pass the mic to you, B-Shack. Bobby Portis is a problem on this team. I don't care what nobody say. Bobby Portis' low IQ is a deterrent to this team being as good as they are. And the problem is we don't have anybody with size that we could replace Bobby with. And I feel like that's really hurting us.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So how you feel? What are your thoughts of today's game?
Well, this is good to be. I was out for about a week or so,
Yeah.
but I've been checking out the pods
Appreciate you.
after the fact. But here's the deal, man. I think that from my observation, the MO on the Bucks is they play up or down to their competition. That's the conclusion I'm coming to, because they seem to not be able to play with any sort of enthusiasm or passion against the bottom feeder teams.
Correct.
Whenever they have a big challenge, i.e. Oklahoma City tonight, even though the Spurs aren't a great team.
Wemby.
The Wemby matchup, people are still talking about the matchup from last year.
Right.
And that was a classic. So I think the Bucks are a team that really are only motivated when they play other teams, other good teams, and it's not. I don't love that, because I think you should build great habits, winning
facts.
habits throughout the season. But on the other end, on the other side of it lets me know when the playoffs come, they're going to be ready to play. That's what it tells me. As far as just emotionally, they're gonna be able to, if they can play at this level of energy, with this continuity, they should be fine. I think Giannis is playing at a real high level right now, and yeah, I think that those sickness kind of took him out for a bit.
Right.
I think he's now getting back to who he is.
Besides that pass behind the back he tried to pull on the baseline over there, that was crazy. But go ahead. That pass he tried to pull was crazy. That was crazy, Giannis. Go ahead.
It's because Wemby's there.
His mid-range.
Right.
I think Giannis is more comfortable with like the step back one-legger than just a straight up mid-range.
Mid-range, I agree.
But I think both look really good. This is the Giannis I've been waiting for. When I used to suggest this, that he needed this, everybody came at me and attacked me like, yo, leave Giannis alone. Giannis is great. I said, yeah, but Giannis could be better. Y'all don't understand. He could be better. and now he is. So that's
That is true. They was killing you for saying he could be.
man.
Now look, hey,
But I'm always be the truth teller, man. No one
hey, I'm giving you credit on that. I'm standing with you, like, hey, I remember that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And as far as Brooke played Wemby off the floor tonight because what they were doing, bringing him away from the basket. They had to actually pull Wemby a couple of times because it just wasn't, the matchup wasn't working out. So Brooke played decent. I think you're right about Bobby. I think Bobby is
number 9.
Man, Bobby's fool's gold, man.
Yeah, he is. He's the definition.
Hey, this is the one.
We don't know how much. We won't know how much Bobby was hurting us until after he's gone.
So addition by subtraction.
Yeah, when we get someone who's decent on defense and has a balanced game, but they can play better defense, we're gonna realize that we're gonna wonder why we didn't do this earlier. That's what we're gonna wonder. That's what we're gonna wonder. And if I had to choose between who would start between AJ Green and Gary Trent Jr., I will probably go with Gary Trent Jr. simply because he's been a starter in this league. Because he is. This is the Gary Trent we expected, but to have two hot players come off the bench, that's an advantage.
Exactly. It changed. It changed this game.
Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't mess with that. And man, I hate to say this, man, but man, I'm almost ready to RIP Middleton, man.
I didn't bring it up. Friends and family.
I'm so glad you said it.
Yeah, exactly. I will go say it today.
I hear footsteps in the dark, man. I hear footsteps in the dark, man.
Yo.
And he's father time, man, is tapping on his door, man, because it's just it's not that he looks like a scrub. It's that you can see he just doesn't have the capabilities he had before. You see his mind working, but his body's not responding.
He's missing wide open jumpers that he would never miss. Hold on 1 second, B-Shad, before you go into 1 second. Ed Bizzle, appreciate the $5 super chat. Wemby ain't gaining no weight. That's all the Spurs getting out of little bro. Yeah, till he put on some weight, he's going to be relegated to a jump shooter. Real talk. Salute to Ed Bizzle.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that possession where Giannis locked him up?
Yeah.
Giannis got down in the steps and locked him up. That was a thing of beauty, man. That was a thing of beauty. But let me just say this, man. There's another podcast. The one that works for the Bucks. Locked On. I went on there and I just went off in the comments because they were like criticizing Giannis for shooting the mid-range. They were like, he just go to the basket. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is what we've been looking for. I said, do you want Giannis' career to be extended or not? Do you want him to be a threat on all spots on the floor or not? Why are you not accepting the fact that this man wants to expand his game? You criticize him. You want him to go to the basket every single time. So
right.
Wide open, you're telling me that's a bad shot? When he's wide open, you just want him to go to the basket. I can't stand hypocrites, man, because these are the same people that want to dog him because
he's talking. This is where you get the unfiltered content. He's cooking. He got his apron on.
They want to dog him because his game is one dimensional. But you got hosts that are like trying to criticize him. I'm like, yo, let the man live. Let his game expand. Let him be the player he wants to be. And since he's dependable now, stop saying it's a bad shot. His mid-range is not a bad shot anymore.
Right.
Now, until the other dudes in the league never miss a mid range, until they never miss, don't criticize Giannis for missing.
Right.
He's going to miss some shots just like other dudes that shoot the mid range miss shots. So I'm just tired of people criticizing him now for shooting the shot. It's like this. They know his strength is going to the basket. We all understand that. But dude, it's a smart play every once in a while to keep them honest.
Yeah,
I feel,
it helps with the spacing too. Since he's shooting mid rangers, you could actually realistically play 5 out now pretty easily. Since Giannis is shooting well, you don't have to worry about spacing like you used to. It's not like, oh, you have to have shooters. You could do a little bit of less spacing and still be fine because Giannis can shoot that.
Yeah, yeah,
if he
yeah.
could just hit the free throws, I'm gonna tell y'all that is my only concern with Giannis. We gotta be honest, Bucks Nation. That is a real concern because if he cannot hit free throws in the playoffs, that's a problem. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me just my boy Maurice in the building. Maurice, what's good, bro? Appreciate you spinning the block with the $5 super chat. Khris Middleton looked like he got 2 wooden legs and a pair of clay ankles out there, bro. He on his way to the upper room, shedding a tear. Yo, why you coming here like that, Maurice? He came out here with a shout out to Maurice. That's fire, bro. Go ahead about Middleton. Like we gotta have the conversation. We have to have the conversation. Let's go.
Well, we were before that. Giannis' free throws.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Giannis in practice, and he's just like hitting them. I mean, he must be a sports psychologist or something.
It's all mental. A lot his free throw shots is all mental stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the count. I don't know if it's just him being in a stadium.
Man.
Yeah, it's really hard. It all looks mental. Yeah, I guarantee you, in practice, he's probably diming these threes. He's probably like near 40% of threes. He's hitting those.
Yeah, well, we saw Giannis used to hyperventilate in the beginning of the game. I think he gets himself too. Part of being a professional athlete is being able to control that adrenaline rush.
Right.
And it seems as if he gets so hyped up that things he would normally be able to do, he normally does. He gets in a game situation where he's really intense, and he's not really able to do it. But he's got it, man. You know, some people say he's like Shaq. He hits them when they count. But nah, I don't want to depend on that, man. You need to hit them whenever, and you need to be at least. Come on, man. You gotta do it. You gotta hit at least 70% of your shot.
Yeah, 70. Yeah, that 70 I feel is fair.
He would average 35 points a game easily.
Easily. Oh, easy work. Easy work.
Yeah. Exactly.
Easy work. But let's go back to Middleton, and I'm gonna get past his take, then let's get into some more comments here. I think the Middleton discussion does need to be had. I know people want to come and say, yo, hey, he only been back 10 games. It don't take that long for you to see what you're seeing from Middleton. It is hard to watch. Like I was saying earlier, to me, B-Shaq, it's hard to watch him. He can't even dribble in front of anybody anymore. Like I said, he got to do what Magic used to do, just bag you back from half court. Once it's like that, you ain't got nothing left. Like I said, Middleton is an all-time Buck. He should get his jersey retired. Well, not that jersey, but he something need to happen because number 22, a lot of great players I think have had that. Middleton, Michael Redd. That's been a nice little number through Bucks history if you think about it. I think Ricky Pierce was 22. Or was he? Maybe he was. But it's a wrap for Middleton. He should retire at the end of the year.
Well, you know, I was thinking the last couple of days they were doing all these mock trades, and you know, they were bringing up the trade of Jimmy Butler for Middleton, Bobby Portis, and Connaughton being shipped out. And I was asking myself, would I want to do that trade? It seems like a lot to give up. But when I consider, you know, you gotta sooner or later we gotta get rid of Bobby.
Yeah.
We don't need Pat, and Middleton's done. I think I would pull the trigger on that if it was possible, but I don't think it's possible.
They're not gonna do it. It will, yeah, yeah. Because I don't, Middleton. I mean,
I
he's
mean,
laboring.
Personnel wise, but how do you think that would work? How do you think
what?
Jimmy would work with Giannis and Dame?
Okay. I think it works in the sense of Jimmy will hold them accountable. Because that's one thing Jimmy does. He will tell them, "Hey, you're playing bad." He's gonna tell Dame. He's gonna air out Bobby. I guarantee you. I mean, he obviously gonna be gone if he gets traded, but like he would air out these players. He was gonna say that. He's gonna say that to Giannis. He's gonna say that to Dame. He'd probably say something to Doc. Be like, "Hey,
Right.
what are you doing with these rotations?"
Yeah, shots fired.
I mean,
Oh,
Doc's rotations are good today, so I'll give him that.
Well,
okay.
so maybe the Bucks have a grudge since Jimmy told the league to look into the Bucks after the Dame trade.
Right. Oh yeah, that
Maybe he
is
says that.
funny. I do remember that.
I
Hold
also
on.
did see this earlier.
Oh, 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Monalando, appreciate the $2 super chat. Sad Ray Allen jersey won't be retired because of Giannis. Yeah, he's gonna be wiped out of the history books of the Bucks in a little bit. Like, and that's crazy.
You
Cause
know
I
what's
remember
funny?
how cold Ray Allen was. Yeah, that's crazy, Monalando. Shout out to
Now,
you in Toronto.
I'm gonna talk about that real quick. Speaking about that, I've talked to some people who are like very casual fans. I asked them about Ray Allen on the Bucks. They're like, he was on the Bucks. They just
Yeah,
remember him from the shot. That's it. They don't remember from anything else. They remember him from the Heat and from the Celtics. They don't not remember his prime was here at the Bucks.
They don't. Folks don't remember that, man.
It sucks because Giannis is just that good. So I'm like, sorry, your number's not yours anymore.
right.
Giannis also surpassed Kareem for doubles today. So
Yeah, I saw
there's
that. Yeah, congrats
So
to
now
Giannis for
I
that.
think he's literally leading everything other than threes.
One thing I do have a concern about is that we're hitting threes a lot. We're hitting 19 today, 20 the other day. When the threes start to slow up, and with the way we play defense, what's going to happen? Because right
The
now we're
deep,
hot, we're shooting great,
I
and
don't
that's
think the defense is the problem. Like our defense has been fine,
you think
even the
so?
games. Yeah, it's always just been offense. So if you can't like, they can get stops. They just can't get a bucket the next time. So it doesn't matter.
The
Against
Bucks,
good teams is the problem, though. Yes, you're correct about that.
the Bucks miss threes when, and I'm gonna listen now. I will say this about Giannis. With Giannis and Dame, and I'm gonna say more Giannis.
Patricia.
If he does not move the ball like he should, and he's like determined to score, the key to the ball movement is Giannis.
Facts.
Because when that ball starts moving around, and then then he gets better position like in the mid post or whatever, and that ball's hopping, they get quality shots. They get shots
Yep,
in space.
I
They get
agree.
rhythm shots, and also when he's not trying to bring the ball all down all the time, like tonight, different people were bringing the ball up and they're running. They were actually running a little bit. They
Right,
were
I
actually,
saw that. Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, and man, he's dangerous filling the lane. So, and then when you run, you get really high quality of 3 pointers, uh, in rhythm, stepping into them. So I think they can maintain staying fairly high in 3 point range if they play right when it comes to moving the ball. That ball has energy. They're able to feel the ball.
Right.
Just make sure the ball goes from side to side. And I because really my concern with them, I want them to get, if there's enough if they shoot enough shots, they can get in the rhythm uh, and win the numbers game. The problem comes, I think, when they bog down in the half court and don't get the ball moving, and then they really don't get the volume up. But they have some of the best shooters in the league on their team.
Yeah, that's true. Fair point. Fair point.
They're high quality shot marksmen. So I'm as confident in the Buck shooters as anybody else in the league, really.
Fair. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's just we got the Bucks' whole problem is between their ears. Is maintaining focus, paying attention, and just playing smart basketball. That's our biggest issue, which is crazy. Us being such an old team, we should be past a lot of these silly mistakes that we make. And that's what hurts us against great teams. We playing these Cavaliers, we playing a Celtics where we get so close, but we can't get over the hump. It's not executing down the stretch. It's turnovers. It's all just the mental mistakes. That's where we need to shore up first and foremost. Foremost is the mental mistakes, in my opinion. But again, two wins in a row.
Yeah.
I'm happy. 2 blowouts in a row, and 2 games where we shot well in a row. So, and again, on a televised, the next game is, let me see. It should be like the 10th. Let me see. Hold on, I'm checking. Pass, what you think about Middleton too? Let's go back to that real quick, and then let's talk about Dame tonight.
Middleton's a tricky situation because it's always a cycle with him. You'll have the games where he looks terrible, and then
Magic on the 10th. The Magic on the 10th.
Okay. Apparently, Paulus was supposed to be back, so it'll be a good game. Let's see how it goes. They play defense, so that you gotta be careful with that team.
Facts.
I don't expect Dame to have a good game that day.
Facts. Go ahead, pass on you.
On the Khris thing, it's tricky because, like, as a fan, I don't want to see him go. But if I'm being realistic, I think it's time to move off. Because, like, again, but the issue is who do we get for him? Because that's what we're stuck with right now. Is you can move these guys, sure, but who are you gonna get back? Does it move the needle? That's my thing right now. Can we get someone else who will move the needle more than Khris will? Because I need someone who can defend, and I need someone who can also shoot. I need a 3-and-D wing at least. And Herb Jones ain't available right now, so there's only guy who would I do it for. Maybe the Jimmy one. The Jimmy one, maybe, but even then, that Jimmy one's tricky because what am I gonna get from Jimmy in regular season, especially in the middle of the season, because it'll be near trade deadline most likely.
Correct.
So it's like that's tricky.
But the thing is, even at that, I gotta be honest. He still will be giving us more than what Middleton can at this stage with Middleton. Middleton is laboring coming up the floor. If you're watching him try to run, it's effort. It's not looking like it's fun for him, to me. He can't move. He can't jump. I mean, he's coming off the bench now for a reason. If we saw it a long time ago and they're finally seeing it now, that means it's taken a lot for them to put somebody making $30 million on the bench. Please understand, friends and family, that is not usually how the NBA works, where you put somebody making that type of money on the bench.
No, that's not why they put him on the bench, though. I figured the bench reason is because of his ankle still. Because what they were saying is, like, since his tendonitis is showing up again, Doc was like, I'm just putting it in there just for that reason. He probably would have started if that wasn't the case. Because
that ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere.
The problem is his ankle is still causing problems now. That's not a good sign.
You know what they do with you? You know what they do with wounded animals, man.
Yeah, put him down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he might need to retire after this year. You want to finish this year? That's cool. But why do this to yourself?
The biggest issue is his contract now. It's the contract amount. If he was playing like this, but he was getting paid $10 million, even $20 million, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. We could do that. We can work with that. But we have $30 million on a guy who's not really doing well right now.
And I know people will say it's 10 games, but 10 games is a decent amount of span to see what you need to see.
We said the same thing about with other guys too. We said the same thing about Crowder. Oh yeah, it's 10 games. He'll be alright. He'll be alright.
Facts, Scales. Well, he won a chip.
I'm older than you guys, and I remember Robert Parrish, Larry Bird, and Kevin McHale.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics were so loyal to them. They just held on and held on and held on. Now, they had some bad luck because Lenny Bias
died. Yeah.
And I think they had Reggie Lewis, too.
Yep, Reggie Lewis, too, yep.
Yeah. But they didn't get rid of those players in a timely fashion. And then the Celtics spent all the early 90s like at the bottom, man. they were in purgatory as far as winning basketball games.
Right.
You don't want to hold on to your older players too long. Now the contracts do make it difficult,
Right.
and the only type of people, only possible trades in the league are someone like Jimmy Butler or Bradley Beal or something like that. For like a Khris Middleton, you need comparable money. But Beal's contract is, oh my goodness, it is terrible, man, because he's got the no trade clause, and he's as injured as much as Middleton, just about. I mean, he's younger than Middleton, though, right?
Yeah.
Who
No,
is?
he's older. Is he? I think
Who
he's
is?
older.
Who? Jimmy?
Jimmy,
or-
yeah, isn't Jimmy Butler 35? Let me check. Let me look
Yeah,
real
Jimmy's,
quick. Why y'all?
Jimmy's older. Jimmy's older.
Yeah, Jimmy's older.
You
That
know
was
what's funny?
Bradley Beal.
I saw the thing apparently back in 2019 when Jimmy was available off of the Wolves. Giannis vetoed that trade because the Bucks were about to trade for him. They're going to trade Khris for him back then. Giannis said no.
Well, listen, the Suns trying to get rid of Bradley Beal. Would you want Bradley Beal?
Hell no.
No,
I'm
I
not
think.
taking. Dude, you losing more than just Khris and Bobby with that. You're losing Khris, Bobby. You're losing probably Andre Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
You're probably losing. You may lose AJ Green. Honestly, I'm not doing that.
His
Beal
contract,
just-
he's like 50 some million. Like his contract is
Beal's
nasty.
Beal's a good player, but I don't want to take a player who's has a no trade clause at one thing, makes that much money because the Wizards had literally no one else, so they want
Yeah.
to make sure to keep their star. And he's okay at best. Now, if they're trading Booker, that's a different story. But they're not doing that.
Booker, that would be crazy. What you
I-
think about?
I
So
wouldn't mind that.
I don't know. I think Jimmy still got more in the tank than Middleton, but I think that's just all rumors. I don't think anything will come of it. I don't think this team is. Yeah, I agree. I just don't think they'll make no moves until the offseason.
I'm positive Jimmy's not moving.
Okay.
Jimmy go
I
to
don't think he's
Jimmy
moving.
go to Marquette.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
I mean, I think basketball wise, it'd be good for the Bucks. Basketball wise, I really do. And I think he would come in because remember he wanted to play with Dame in
Right.
Miami.
In
I
Miami,
think,
though. In Miami. He don't want to play here.
yeah, he doesn't want to go to cold weather anymore, Jimmy.
He
That is
said
issue.
no to Memphis. So I don't think he won't come here. Memphis is much warmer than Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's fair.
If he wants out bad enough. Anyway, I mean,
All right, King Case. The prime MJK video on the way. Don't trip, y'all. Let him come off the bench until then. Okay, so we gonna give it. Y'all can. We'll give him more time. I'm just saying the visuals don't look good on Middleton, bro. That's all I'm saying. The visuals do not look good.
so without a good Middleton, do you think we could? You think we could beat a Cleveland and a Boston without?
If he
Middleton?
can give us 15 points a game, yes. That's all we need out of Middleton. It's about 15 to 17 points a game.
I think we can beat Boston, but Cleveland's a different story.
Yeah.
I don't know
Because-
what it is. But Boston's all mental of why we lost. The Cleveland thing, I think we're just getting out talented.
Yeah, they got two guards. They got two athletic big men. They got some people off the bench. They have a real team. I watched them get OKC out of here. OKC was fighting. That was a great game in the fourth quarter. And I just watched their talent take
I wanna say
over.
this. Yeah, I also need to say this too. Who was talking about the weak East? Saying the weak East.
Oh, yeah, the East ain't weak.
Yeah,
Eek has been.
The
Who's
The Eek has
guarding
been-
the guard?
I don't want to
Who's
hear anything
guarding himself?
when the Rockets led by Sangoon are the number 2 seed. I do not want to hear nothing about the West.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's crazy. They got a
They
good
got
coach though.
They got one good team there. There's 2 good teams. It's literally just it's Memphis and OKC. That's it. I don't care about anyone else on everyone else there. Denver has a terrible bench. Don't care about them. Lakers are the Lakers. They don't matter.
Facts.
Well, let me ask you a question. If we played the Celtics, who is Milton going to guard? That's what I'm saying. Jimmy would have a better opportunity to guard one of those guys on the Celtics.
They're also like fearful of Jimmy for some reason. I
Right.
don't know what it is about him. They're scared of him.
He spit it. I know this is uncomfortable for Bucks fans to hear, but this is real. This is real.
To be fair, they're also kind of scared of Middleton though too. So I don't
Not
know.
no more. Not no more.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
Ain't no one scared of Middleton now.
Yo, hold on 1 second, B-Shaq, before you go in. Hold on, I know it's coming.
It's tough.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, I got you. 1 second. Ed Bizzle, appreciate the $5 super chat. Them surgeries were to keep Cash walking, not hooping. It's over. We wouldn't have one without him though. Facts. Damn, I guess that's that damn near makes sense, bro. Salute to you. Said that was just to keep him walking. Damn. No. Hold on 1 second. Milwaukee Black, appreciate the $5 super chat. Prayers out for Bears Bucks breakdown. He found out Khris was sent to the bench, and he had a breakdown live on the air afternoon. FYI, Ajax must start. Appreciate you, Milwaukee Black. All facts.
Come on, man. That's
Go
crazy.
ahead.
Don't do that to that man. Come on. That's just rude.
Y'all be wild, bro. Chat.
Y'all disrespectful sometimes.
Go ahead, B-Shaq. It's on you, B-Shaq.
I think also now, I'm one of the guys that buried him.
Right.
But I really think that they need to find some sort of playing time for Marjan.
I said that. Yes.
Because at his height, his athleticism.
Talk to him.
You really need a player of his
build.
Yeah, to to be usable. Well, I know Doc's not gonna play him in the playoffs, but you really need someone like that in the playoffs. We got these quick, fast wings, man, that we sometimes can't stay in front of. You need someone like Marjan. I know they pretty much gave up on Marjan, but I really think they need to try to get him some playing time. Pat's not playing no more.
That's a great comment, Skills.
Whose minutes he would take? That's the question. Wait a minute, Cam Johnson. Wait a minute, what's that?
Yeah, for the Nets, I will get him. Yeah, for Middleton. Oh yeah, I will do that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Cam Thomas.
Yeah, link is in the chat.
We're not getting anything from the Nets. I'm letting you know this right now. The Nets are still trying to hold out for Giannis. They are not. They purposely will not trade with us.
Would you rather Cam Johnson or Cam Thomas?
Johnson, because we don't need a guy who needs the ball, who needs to be ball dominant.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
Cam Thomas is just gonna. Cam Thomas will be good off the bench when he's by himself. But I'm not taking him over.
Hey, Cam Johnson got more size too, doesn't he? What up, Barry?
Yeah. He's like 6'7", 6'8".
Y'all keep going. I'm finishing my thumbnail and then I'll
upload a video.
All right, look at this dude.
This is wild.
This is hey B-Shaq. This is our guest Barrett. I don't know if you met Barrett before. He's a Khris Middleton apologist. So he's he's a Khris Middleton apologist.
No, he's one of the best players in Bucks history, and he's still doing his thing. But give me a couple minutes.
Do you want to tap back in? Hey, Barrett, you want to take a minute and tap back in? Are you good?
Just give me 1 minute.
Okay, go ahead, bro. And all we're saying, hey, you're looking at that man. He laboring, bro. He looked like Mike Tyson out there against Jake Paul. He got a bad wheel trying to move. He was explosive for like the first 30 seconds, and then to have nothing left afterward. I know it's 10 games, bro, but he already got ankle tendonitis, so his ankle still ain't straight. I mean, when is enough? Deontay Wilder got knocked. Deontay Wilder was cold for a minute. He'd got knocked out 2 or 3 times in a row. Enough is enough. Deontay Wilder, shut it down. It's enough. Middleton.
Khris Middleton?
You saying what?
You're saying enough is enough with Khris Middleton.
Yeah, I think after this year he should shut it down. Like he should shut it down.
I think it's too early to say that right now.
He should shut it down.
It might be too early to say that.
Okay. Let me know when I can talk.
Go
I'm
ahead,
ready.
Barrett.
You
Go
go
ahead,
right
Barrett.
This season, like, I feel like we should be able to. I don't know. Hopefully, some people are open into like facts. I don't know. That's maybe not popular in today's world or whatever. But he has the best net rating on the entire team. He has the best defensive rating out of any non-big man. He's months away from being by far our best player in the playoffs. He's been efficient in minutes restriction after coming from injury. The people that people are talking about trading for, most of them, people that are advocating for it, are people that have been more injury prone in their career than Khris Middleton or as injury prone. Um, so yeah, he's been great this season. He was great months ago in the playoffs. He's a franchise legend to where like he led us to the finals when Giannis went out. Giannis has missed parts of 5 out of the last 7 postseasons. He's missed entire series for 4 out of the last postseasons. So don't try coming to me be saying it's because Middleton gets hurt because those years Middleton did not always have injury issues. This isn't for me to like pin people against Giannis, but it's literally always been a thing in this fan base that Middleton is a fan that people hate on Middleton. The fact that y'all are talking about shutting down Middleton, he's averaging 21, 6, and 6 when Giannis and Dame doesn't play. He played great defense tonight also. He's been great defensively this season, despite what comments will tell you. So we have to be able to look at facts and then
But
say,
no, but stats. We're saying what we see is Middleton can't stay in front of anybody. We're seeing
that's the narrative that you guys push, but
it's not a narrative. I'm watching the game and watching this man laboring to come up the field of the court. He's laboring.
Okay, cool. But still, the stats have to mean something because I'm watching and I'm doing it in front of people and I'm calling out play by play. And we're talking about help defense that he's playing that doesn't get talked about because that doesn't like register in people's eye test or whatever. He's never been a great athletic player. That's always been his weakness.
I agree.
His dribbling ability. That's never been his game. But Dame gets blown by way more, and stats don't have to mean everything. Fair. You could say that he's not a better defender than Andre Jackson, even though he has a better defensive rating than Andre Jackson. That's fair. But when he has a better defensive rating than Andre Jackson, Taurean Prince, Gary Trent Jr., Damian Lillard, like all of these stats are showing that he's not washed. He's averaging 21, 5, and 5 without Giannis. He's 12 games back from injury to where he should be able to stink.
Sir. We already know those stats is flawed. If you're going to tell me that Andre Jackson Jr. is not a better defender than Khris Middleton is wild. That's why.
No, because you got to listen because I hate when people do this. I clearly said you could say those stats are flawed and say he's not as good as Khris Middleton. But if he is shown as significantly better than these guys in terms of defensive rating, he's shown as the best player on the team in terms of net rating. You could say it's flawed, it's not actually that great, but that should at least mean something to you. We can't just completely throw away numbers. You can't just say, I can't just only look at numbers and say this means 100% Khris Middleton is better than those guys defensively. But you can't just throw away these numbers because then it's just
But the numbers are cool. But the numbers are cool. What we're saying is he can shut it down at the end of the year just for his body. He can come off the bench. I think that's the best place for Middleton at this stage in his career is to come off the bench. I'm not sure that he should be starting. We look better with him coming off the bench. He's more aggressive. He's looking to take shots. I think he's better suited right now for this team to come off the bench. I think we look better with him coming off the bench.
I disagree. I mean, I think the bench looks better because he's one of our best players and he's coming off the bench. But is nobody going to talk about the fact that we lost both halves with our starting 5 out there? Like this starting 5, let's take Khris Middleton out of it. This cannot be the starting 5. Can we all agree on this? They lost by 4 in the first half with the starting 5. They lost by 9 in the second half. That's why Andre Jackson was a -10. I know Bucks fans like Andre Jackson. I know it's not popular to say, but we gotta call a spade a spade. The start didn't mean anything. Nothing.
No, but the thing is, for right now, this team's bench has been a strength over the last few games. And Andre Jackson Jr. kind of stabilizes the game right away, playing strong defense. Then you come in with AJ Green, Gary Trent, and Middleton.
He played bad defense. His defense was bad. Like, we got to call it out. Like, we let these guys skate off reputation, and I don't think we are calling out what happened. He went
That's
flying on a simple little Wemby pump fake. He was getting blown by at the start of the game, and then his offense was so bad it was unplayable. Like he missed a wide open dunk. He was bad. He was bad at everything today. Like
He
I
had a
can't
bad
talk.
game.
He's had good defensive moments, and there are games, very small circumstances where he's good. He's good against a team like the Thunder where they have a dominant scoring guard, and having a one-on-one defender is important. But against the Celtics, what are they going to do if you put him on Jason Tatum? They're just going to say, okay, Dame's guarding Drew Holiday. Jason Tatum barely.
Who
even
are you gonna
scored.
put Middleton? Who is Middleton gonna hold?
I mean, he's going to hold Jaylen Brown, I guess. Yeah.
No, he will not.
He will not hold Jaylen
No,
Brown,
he
man.
would
Come on,
not.
man. You see what I'm saying? You're wilding. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. What up, Maurice? Appreciate the $5 super chat. Chris Upper Room Middleton. Disregard the statistical breakdown. His stats have not contributed to wins. Facts over stats. Shout out to Maurice.
Okay, let's get factual facts because
Hold
none
on,
of you
hold on.
have facts. The Bucks have a better record with Khris Middleton without. They were 2-1 when he. Wait.
I got you up next, B Shack, and then we gonna go to pass. Go ahead,
Nah,
Beard.
I'm about to head
They
out.
were-
I'm
Okay.
about to fall asleep.
All right, let me tap out. Pass. Appreciate you.
It's 1 a.m. over here.
Oh yeah. Let me tap you out, Pass. All right, bro. Give me a second to rearrange these screens. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me rearrange these screens. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
And then we'll get into it. I'm flabbergasted a little bit by you, a little bit, Barrett. A little bit. Just a little bit. Because
Listen,
I don't understand what you're not seeing with Middleton, fam. Like it's a little.
it's
I'm
just
not
very
saying.
frustrating.
I'm not saying. Like I said, let him finish out the year. Let him come off the bench. I just don't see that he has a burst. Like it. He looks like he's regressed further. That's what I'm saying.
But he dropped 21 3 straight games in a row. We won 2 out of 3 when he was in the starting lineup. The issue was, like, when he shoots 1 of 5 and he goes 2 points, 7 rebounds, it's like he's not getting the ball when he's wide open.
Right.
And they're like, even
Facts,
today,
Scales.
we're still isolating Bobby Portis with 2 guys when just last season, Khris Middleton wasn't the best mid-range shooter on the team. He wasn't the best mid-range shooter in the East. He was the best mid-range shooter in the entire NBA. He's done this in the playoffs. Like, it's every year I have these same conversations. And at a certain point, it's 12 games back from injury. Even if he wasn't looking athletic, like, give it a little bit of stinking time, Bucks fans.
Okay, give
Like-
us a number. Give us a number, Barrett, and then we're gonna go to B Shack. Give us a number. How many games do we need to see from Middleton?
I want to hear. No, that's not fair because I want to hear from Middleton haters. Like, what does he need to show? Because when he dropped 21 3 games with Giannis and Dame out, that means nothing. So when he struggles, we can't point to other people needed to ingratiate him more.
When does he
just-
struggle? When does he struggle? When Dame and Giannis are playing, he struggles. So that's a problem. It's not. Why are you scoring and doing things when they're not in the game? That's why you should come off the bench. But that's our point. Bring him off the bench. He's more effective. He can't play with Dame and Giannis.
No, it's not a he can't play with Dame and Giannis. It's a few games back from injury. There have been struggles in the few of those games. But we started the season 2-8 without him. And so the fact that when he came back that there were a little bit of growing pains for adjusting, yeah, that's gonna happen. And if you think it's the best long term for this team to just say, oh nope, Dame could never play with Khris Middleton, like that's not gonna be we're not gonna win.
All
if
right,
we just
let me B Shack. What is your retort to this, B Shack? Because I feel like this is a bit wild.
First of all, as an
just feel
old
like it.
school New York street player who's played with some of the pros, listen, the game is stats and it's the eye test.
I agree.
I don't think we have any. At least I'm not a Middleton hater because if Middleton plays great, if he starts looking like the old Middleton, listen, I'll be happier than any. But I want to make sure that there's not a blind spot in your love for Middleton where you can't see some things that are obvious. First of all, would you say that Middleton is the same player he was when the Bucks made their run to win the championship? You wouldn't say that, right?
I would say that. And listen, because 12 games back from injury, as overall he put up the stats, no. But He's months away from having one of the best playoff series of his career. He dropped 42, 10, and 5. And for people thinking like, well, this is what matters right now. For me, he's way overperformed my expectations 12 games back. Because when we're seeing that he's dropping 21, 6, and 6, winning 2 out of the 3 games when Giannis and Dame doesn't play, I get it. You're saying that he has to be able to play well with them. I get it. I think that's on everybody. But that shows that he's not washed. That shows that he still has it in him. And the stats aren't everything. But you have to say that there's something. So you can't just say he's trash, and then when the defensive rating shows that he's actually so good, that just say, he's just still trash. I just feel like he's trash. Because
but nobody's saying trash. That's the thing. It's the sensational. But it's the sensationalism. We're saying he's definitely lost the step, and it's obvious. That's the. If you can't see that he's lost the step, that's wild. Even his dribbling, he could at least dribble coming up the court facing you. Now everything is to the back. Everything is slow. He's turning the ball over anytime he dribbles. If you don't see regression in Middleton, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Let's give it 50 games, all right? We'll give it 50 games, and we'll see. He'll look the same in 50 games. He will look the same in 50 games, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm watching the games, but turnovers isn't an eye test thing. That is a stats thing. That is, we can look and see how many turnovers he has. And he had 0 turnovers today. He's averaging 2 turnovers on the season, 5 assists. That is a very good assist to turnover ratio. For somebody that handles the ball as much as him, he does not turn the ball over very much. I get it. When he does, he gets ripped and it doesn't look good. But you're looking down, but that shouldn't be an arguable thing. You're saying he turns the ball over a lot. He doesn't. 2 turnovers.
Well, 2 things that I'm
not
done.
a lot.
All right, go ahead, B-Shaq.
Yeah. I like, I have myself cited, hey, Middleton had a great playoffs last year without Damian Giannis. He carried the Bucks. But I also understand that was a Khris Middleton that did not have double ankle surgery. And we can expect a man, I don't know how many NBA players have had double ankle surgery. We do have record of people with knee surgeries. When you have low,
thank you, Patricia.
That you are never the same player. It just doesn't happen. You have to lose something. You don't get stronger. You don't get better. So that's one thing. The other thing is with the stats. The stats, we got to be careful about the stats because we never know what the combination of other players on the court were that allow his stats to be.
I agree.
Where they are. Sometimes that can be a camouflage.
I agree, but if you are trash defensively, then you're not going to have the best defensive rating. Like, if you're actually a liability, then it's 13 games in, you're not going to be better defensive rating than all these guys. Like, if you were holding the team back defensively the way y'all are making it out to be, then you're not. And, like, the stuff like the turnovers thing, that is just a stats thing. And if you're going to keep, like, pushing this built-in turnover narrative, then you just literally have something against him because he does not turn the ball over a lot. He averages 2 assists a game, over 5 assists a game, and so that's just wrong. Damn, I forgot there was another thing. Oh yeah, somebody said Washington trash is different, and you said thank you.
Yeah, like, that's not the same. That's not somebody is trash. DeLon Wright is trash. That's trash.
Yeah, but
wash means you're regressing. You're regressing. That's all that means. Jordan on the Wizards. I saw your comment, Pronte. Jordan on the Wizards wasn't the same Jordan from 87, 88. And that's Michael Jordan with no surgeries, no real injuries. He still wasn't the same player. You can't have all this stuff happen to your body and think you're going to be the same. The tendonitis is coming because of the surgeries, because of everything in its totality. This man is regressing, sir. It's nothing wrong with that. Father Time catches up to everyone, and you can see it. When we play Boston, watch how he guards and who he guards, and watch how they treat it. Just watch. We're going to watch. Hold on 1 second, and I got you, B-Shot. Let me get these super chats before I forget. Hold on 1 second, because you're acting like nobody can regress. That's crazy, bro. Hold on 1 second. Curtis Gallier, appreciate the $4.99 super chat. You keep bringing up past that, but what has Middleton done for us now?
These are current stats. I didn't bring up any past stats. These are all current stats. I brought up his assist to ratio this year. He has the best defensive rating out of any non-bigs this year. He has the best net rating on the team this year.
Monolando, appreciate the $5 super chat. Being benched doesn't mean you suck. It means you are trusted with the bench unit as the number one option. We love Middleton Beard. We just want old Mitty back, and he might not be back.
Well,
we don't know. Go ahead, B. Shaq.
Here's my concern. Middleton has always been limited athletically.
Correct.
A shooter's base, their feet, their ankles. It's very important to a shooter because it affects their lift. Now, you take a player with limited athletic ability that loses some of that lift, it's harder for them to get their shot off. And that's what I see with Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get that elevation and get that shot off. And in fact, that's why I believe his shot attempts are down, because he just can't shake open for his own shots anymore. It's just he needs help to get open now when he didn't always need help to get open. And then what happens during the course of the game, when you get fatigued, it gets worse and worse and worse. And now they got to load manage him because, again, they've got to manage these ankles. It's not hating. It's looking at the situation for what it is.
That's it.
But listen, okay, so Khris Middleton, he hit Champagnie with a jab. He blew by him. He finished on a floater today. And so, for one, it was a great athletic play that he blew by a young player and got to the rim and finished. And I guarantee, like I'm saying this, not like if it was the other way around, that would have been all anybody saw from Khris Middleton. If he was the one getting blown by the way he blew Champagnie by today, go back and watch that play.
You act like we don't want Middleton to be good, bro. And we don't want him to come back. We want Middleton to be good, but it's just I just don't see him being able to get to that.
Act like, but I'm just saying, like, that the narratives that are out there, the narratives that you guys are pushing, I'm just trying to say, like, that they're flawed because you guys hyper fixate on the mistakes that he has, and it's frustrating because it's a narrative that isn't new. Like, I get for y'all too, maybe it is new, but like I've had these same debates every year, and it's always something new to criticize Khris Middleton, and like, and it's frustrating that it doesn't matter what numbers what the numbers show. It doesn't matter that I don't think he got blown by at all tonight. It doesn't matter that yet again he had the best plus or second best plus minus on the team tonight. I don't know if it ended up best or second best. Like, none of it matters to the people that just say because he looks a little slow, which he is, but he always has been. He's just savvy and he finds a way. But like, to y'all, it doesn't matter what any of this stats show. So these conversations are frustrating. It doesn't matter that he dropped 21 3 games straight and we won 2 out of 3. Like, nothing matters. It just, y'all just don't like me. Y'all two maybe do. Maybe don't hate him, but.
And that's the thing right there. This is the biggest thing. I'm going to get to B-Shack, then I'm going to get to the comments. King Keys, it's not over for K-Mitty, but he need a Bobby contract. That's another thing. For what he's getting paid for his production, that's part of the problem, I think, too. On top of seeing his decline, you're seeing a declining player getting premium cash at $33 million. If he was getting $13 million, I don't think anybody on the Bucks fan base would care. Go ahead, B-Shack.
Bro, you cut me off.
I would need to do an assessment on whoever he blew by, because I don't know if that person was a good defensive player or not. You can blow by a lot of whack defensive players in the league. The question is, when we play the good teams with good defenders, is he going to have what it takes? He's going to have the gas and take to blow by people. And I'll say this: I hope I'm going to be on record tonight. I'm praying and hoping Middleton proves us all wrong.
Facts.
We want to be successful. I hope I'm proven wrong when it comes to Middleton, and but time will tell. I gotta go, guys.
All right. Appreciate you. All right. What's your last words, Baird? Go ahead before I get up out of here. Go ahead. Hold on 1 second. Let me rearrange these screens. Give me 1 second, bro. Hold on.
Yeah. So for y'all with Middleton, to me, it basically comes down to this. He's coming off an injury, and again, loyalty isn't everything, like, whatever. But hopefully it means just a little bit what he did winning a ring. Like, you wouldn't trade him as easily as the same person doing something else. But even throw that aside, what he just did months ago in the playoffs, what he did winning a ring, any player coming off an injury, I think it's fair to say, like, in the first handful of games back, you're not going to be at 100%. You're probably going to be improving after that.
I hope so.
But you're saying that he's washed. You're saying thank you to people in the chat calling him washed. So, like, you want the narrative to be pushed out there that he is washed.
It's not a narrative. It's just what I'm seeing is he's gently washed. He is, but he's a little washed. So you think he looked like right now, maybe 15 games from now he look a little better. All I'm saying right now, watching Khris Middleton play basketball, he looks like he's laboring. If you don't think he looks like he's laboring, you're not. Bro, when he's running, come on.
You said washed, and then you said, if you don't think he looks like he's laboring, why are you changing the words? Just say, if you don't think he's washed, stand on what you believe, bro. Are you calling him washed, or are you saying
washed? He's washed. Nah, let's go there. He's washed. He's washed. Right, yeah. Let's be clear. He is washed. He is washed. I hope he comes back and does something. As of right now, today, he looks washed. Period. Period. Middleton can't even bring the ball up the floor. He can't even bring the ball up the floor. Well, I'm just going to get this out before I get up out of here. It's almost midnight. Middleton, we appreciate everything you've done for this organization. We appreciate you helping us win a championship. As of right now, today, watching you play basketball, you look washed. That's it. There's no sugarcoating it. That's it. No chaser. That is McAllen, 15-year talking to you right now. And a man that's athletic, that played basketball on a nice level. I know what I'm seeing, and I can see regression. If you don't see the regression, you're not opening your eyes, and I understand. When I saw Michael Jordan couldn't take off from the free throw line anymore, it hurt me. I get it. But players regress. Father Time is undefeated, my friend. And after he's torn his ACL, he's ankle surgeries, all of that is wear and tear on your body. There's no way you're just going to keep being the same. That's not how it works. He is regressing. I'm not saying kick the man off the team. I'm just saying he's washed, bring him off the bench. I don't think he should. He's washed, bring him off the bench. Or trade him for somebody that can give us what we need and more athleticism. Okay. Middleton at $33 million. This is not, I need more production from someone I'm paying $33 million. I need someone more available that I'm paying $33 million.
Okay. Well,
that's what I'm saying. And that is a fact.
Basketball. To me, it's a fact that a guy that's coming off an injury is gonna take a little time, is gonna get better as time goes on. And to me, like, stats are actually facts. You just listed a bunch of opinions and said it's facts. All the stats show that he's not washed. Sorry, like, even the simple counting stats, numbers, when he's been given the shine to run, it takes time to get chemistry, get built in with the team.
Well, I hope you're right, Barrett. I hope you're right, and Middleton turns around and he can get to scoring 25 points a game. I hope so.
He's not going to be getting 25 the way he's in the role he's in. You already set him up for failure. I want him to the bench, but then I hope he gets 25. If you want,
I'm just trying to be positive. I said earlier in the pod, if Middleton is coming off the bench and giving us 15 to 17, that would be perfect consistently. That's what I said earlier. If he could do that, I would be cool. That's me being realistic with a regressing player that I'm watching what he should be capable of doing. I'm saying 25 would be beautiful. 15 to 17 is reasonable expectations for Khris Middleton at this stage in his career after what his body has been through. That's not crazy. He's washed. Usually it's 20. He could give you 20. He can't do that anymore. So yes, regression is washed.
He dropped 23 games in a row, efficiently every game, and they won 2 out of 3. So he obviously can get 20. You're just making up stuff. Because these facts actually have to matter. You just made up something. For anybody that's maybe new to the fan base, these people have been saying this every year. And people think I only like Khris Middleton. No, yes, I like Khris Middleton, but I love him because I'm a Bucks fan and I love what he does. every single year.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Why?
No, Giannis isn't perfect. He's been hurt 5 of the last 7 playoffs. But it's just always a hyper focus on Khris Middleton. Even before he had injury issues, there was always something to find about him. He's the second. He's been the second best player for a decade, and he's still playing very well coming off an injury. And people are just always quick to be willing to get rid of him for guys like Cam Johnson. And then playoffs come around every single year, and then they're wrong, and then they come around. This is the year.
All right, Keith. See, we got people on here. Look, Keith is saying trust the process. Okay. Hey, Keith, I ain't seeing you in a minute at the gym either. We need to chop it up, bro. I see you in a minute at the gym. But appreciate you tapping in. Always appreciate the good debate, Barrett. You know you're always welcome. But we're gonna remember this episode because I'm right 99.9% of the time, and we'll spin the block at the end of the year, and we'll talk about Khris Middleton again, and we'll see where things are. We're gonna bookmark this episode. We're gonna bookmark it. I'm not wrong often, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not wrong often, bro. That's why I said we're gonna bookmark this with episode, and we're gonna have a conversation at the end of the year. And I hope for the sake of the Bucks that I'm wrong, but that's highly unlikely. But we gonna see. But shout out to my man Barrett. Always good talking to you. And
3 games in a row. Don't listen to him. He can't score 20. That's just wrong already. That's wrong right now.
Appreciate you tapping in, Barrett. This dude is wild. All right, Barry. Let's do. And this is not no Middleton hate or nothing like that, y'all, friends and family. This is not Middleton hate. This is not take a number 2 on Middleton Day. None of that. I'm just saying from what we've seen over 10 games, he is not the same player. Period. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I just said him coming off the bench, giving us 15 and 17. That would be perfect. Oh, let me get these super chats. My bad. He threw me off my game. Hold on one second, y'all. Milwaukee Black, appreciate the $10 super chat. Bro, use crazy Ajax is almost always a positive. He's only negative because Doc has taken him down from 20 minutes to 11 to put Khris in. Ajax is the most important on D. We're losing by 20 before he started. Facts. That's why this is Amara's Logic. Salute. Appreciate you. Maurice, appreciate the $10 super chat, fan. Pull yourself together, Beard. The Khris Middleton topic, it is not a debate. He's cooked, bro. Take his jersey off, say your goodbyes, and close the damn casket. He had a great run. Yo. And I was trying to be cool. I'm like, I get Middleton. I get the nostalgia. But what are you seeing right now? 78, what's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in this late, General. I know you be moving and grooving, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Khris is washed. We love him, but it's just a fact. Nothing wrong with the truth. Khris washed. I'm fat. Facts are fact. Come on, bro. Shout out to 78. A legend. Shout out to the LDBC. My dude. And that's what I'm saying. We're not talking at Khris with disrespect. Players age. They get old. Michael Jordan got old. He wasn't the same. Carmelo Anthony got old, and he wasn't the same when he went to OKC, went to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Players regress, but the thing is, you have to see it and understand it, and just like the player for the player that they are now. You can't. I don't care what you did in 2021. I don't care what you did in 2022. This is 2025. What are you capable of doing now? You can't go to a job and you're not performing the same in 2025, and you tell your boss come to you, hey, you're not performing the same. So what was I doing in 2021 and 2022? I was the best person in the company. He gonna be like, but this is 2025 and these are your numbers. We have to let you go. Barrett, I went to debate, bro. I always got to think it through before I start talking, bro. I'm telling you. I'm cold, bro. I'm telling you. Maurice, what's good? Appreciate you spinning a block and give the $5 super chat. Can somebody please unplug Bear's wireless router so we can wrap up tonight's chat? Jesus, take the wheel. Damn. Oh my God, we going on that note. Shout out to Maurice, bro. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Let me get these last couple Let me get these last couple comments off. I ain't on minutes restriction, bro. I got a real job, bro. I'm in leadership, my dude, Barrett. I got 22 people to report to me, bro. I got to be focused. Yes, I'm about to get up off of here. I'm a leader in real life, bro, too. Like, yeah. I don't know, bro. I can't stay out till what? My boy Scales, that's what I'm saying. It's not disrespectful. Washed isn't disrespectful, Barrett. Come on, bro. Right. Exactly. Shout out to you. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate everybody tapping in. This was definitely a funny live for multiple reasons. Shout out to Barrett for joining. Shout out to B Shack. Shout out to Paz. Bleacher Report boss, I don't know where you at, but shout out to you, bro. Dr. Smith, I saw you in the chat. Salute to you. Hope all is well down there in New Orleans with you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in. Well, we just got a good game tonight from the Bucks. We shut down Wemby. We did our 1-2 tonight. Got a good win. Comment, like, subscribe, share the content. You see how we do it here. Hey, we grinding this midnight and we still on here talking. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content with the people. This is the #1 Bucks chat on YouTube and the #1 Bucks podcast on YouTube. Enjoy the information and the presentation and how it's presented to you. Comment, like, subscribe, go on. Best in the business.